You're either going to piss yourself off or you're going to piss someone else off. Always choose someone else because you don't have to live with them. You have to live in here. Does that make sense? So as
It does, but it's not easy.
Yeah, tell that to your wife, right? Yeah.
Living your highest values and doing what makes you most happiest.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm struggling with the concept in my mind because I find that I always put other people's needs before my own.
Has anyone heard of the law of lesser pisses? Okay, you like this. When you're put in a situation where you have a conflict in values between you and someone else, you have a decision to make. You can choose to make a decision that will be aligned with your values, that will inspire you and align you and everything else, or you will choose to go the other way, let's call it. So your choice in those scenarios where you've got a conflict is you're either going to piss yourself off or you're going to piss someone else off. Always choose someone else because you don't have to live with them. You have to live in here. Who wants to live authentically? Then that means you showing up as who you are. And if you can't be authentic in front of those that you love, then you don't have a real relationship, you have a facade.
How would that play out in the long run?
In the long run, what will naturally happen is the people whose buttons are pressed and who are easily offended by your desire to be aligned and authentic will gradually probably either move away or they will adapt.
I'm not sold on that idea being serving you.
Well, let me ask the question. Is you being something you're not being of service to you?
Depends on the situation.
No, it doesn't. No. Let's think about this. It's not about, oh, yes, I'm going to piss them off. It's just understanding the concept that if you don't choose to align with someone else's value, chances are they're going to get upset. Our goal is not to piss someone off. Our goal is to be authentic. Our goal is to live aligned with our purpose, with our mission, with our values. The more we are aligned, the more naturally we are motivated, inspired, enlightened, and able to go and pursue the things that we love with the highest amount of energy. Does that make sense?
Thanks.
No, but are you wrapping your head around this?
Sorta.
What is the part that you're stuck with? Because this is important.
If everyone takes on that same mindset, how much sacrifice will there be?
There'll be no sacrifice. There'll be transitions. There'll be change. There'll be transcendence of energy and shifts in relationships and dynamics that ultimately, for a period of time, may create the perception of suffering, may create the perception of chaos that will ultimately lead to a greater sense of order. There is a period of dissolution, a period of disassembly where things start to become a little shaky and your ego will be like, oh no, they're going to reject you. Put them first or align with their values. And that's going to be up to you. Go, well, hang on, what's most important here? Now, I understand fully that what I'm saying here could be the very thing that ends relationships, but it's also the very thing that will start relationships. You know, this could be the very thing that will end businesses, but this is the very thing that will start businesses as well. There is no imbalance. It's just your perception of the imbalance is often registered based on a short-term view of, oh my God, I aligned, my wife or someone is now pissed at me and they're no longer, that's a microscopic view. Now zoom out over 3 years, 4 years, 30 years and show me what happens.